Hi friends, welcome to Seeking Life. My name is Madison, and this is a channel dedicated to discovering a life worth living, whether that be away from a job, you're taking control of your life and bringing more sovereignty into your life, or if you're just looking for ways to try to enjoy your life outside of your job and ways that you can just try to be human again and just enjoy your life. It's not a very sunny day here. It's actually very, very rainy. Look at how wild this is. I don't know how much it's rained, but this entire pathway is just covered in water. And then the road out of my apartment was covered with water. So on this channel we basically I try to do things that I normally wouldn't do, which as of right now is just going to the park because I can't really afford to do much else. But soon, I hope that my fingers are blocking, or my hand is blocking this mic well enough. Oh my god. Soon I want to be able to start going places that I normally wouldn't be going to. I want to go to the zoo. I want to go to the science museum. I want to go to this safari that we have that's not that far away. There's so many cool things to do here that I want to go do. I'm really, really hoping that I get this job that I interviewed for last week. I really don't want to be working anymore because I see it as just slavery, which is exactly what it is. But, you still got to pay bills, you still got to eat, you still got to make sure you have a roof over your head. So as much as I can't stand working for somebody else, and I really want this YouTube thing to take off, at the same time, I enjoy doing the YouTube as just a hobby and just as some sort of way to kind of be a diary of what I've been going through the past couple of months. And if I can encourage other people to live a better life and to live their life more with kindness and treating other people with respect and love like they'd want to be treated, then that's what I'm out here doing. Because somewhere along the way, you can tell how windy it is, somewhere along the way we all forgot how to be kind to each other. We all forgot how to treat each other. We all just started being jerks to one another somewhere in the past decade. And I remember a time when people were genuinely nice to each other and people genuinely wanted to help one another, and you didn't have to worry about whether or not someone had really bad intentions, like they wanted to hurt you or they wanted to cause harm or steal from you. That wasn't the case even just a decade ago. So nowadays, a lot of places you've got to be a lot more careful, and it's because we've forgotten how to treat each other. We've forgotten to treat each other with kindness and with love and with respect and with just genuine kindness and care for other human beings. Yes, we're all different, but at the same time, we're all the same. We're all human beings, no matter where we come from, no matter what we look like, no matter what color our skin, no matter what our religion. We are still human beings, and we deserve to treat each other with kindness, love, and respect. And like I said, somewhere along the line we lost that, and I think it had to do with the political tension and the mass importation of third world countries into the United States of America, and people just stopped being kind. We had the left versus right debacle for a while, and then that still hasn't ceased. We still have a ton of people who are just spewing hatred for absolutely no reason. And then we have, people on the other side who are just genuinely trying to connect, genuinely trying to make the world a better place. But somewhere along the lines, we stop being able to just have general discussions with one another and just enjoying each other's company no matter what we believed. There was a time when politics wasn't even talked about in this country, and we would just never even question it. We wouldn't even think about, hey, does this person support the guy I like? It was never a question. It was always just, we're American and we just want to enjoy a freedom-loving country where we can do whatever we want within reason and treat each other with kindness and respect. Again, we lost that along the way, but at the same time, I still see it everywhere I go, because in a way, we're creating our own realities. So if all you think about and all you are projecting into your own mind is that there's hatred and division and there's no kindness, then that's all you're going to see is hatred, division, and people being jerks to one another. But if you choose to believe that people are good and people are kind and that there's still people out there who are willing to help you, then it will come to pass where they will come and help you. I've had multiple times lately where I've shared about it on the channel, but in case you're new here, which most of you are, I had a flat tire, and a gentleman, he was a mobile mechanic, he swooped in like an angel, didn't even see him pull up, and he got the tire changed within like 20 seconds. It was amazing. And then yesterday, I was at the park, and I was trying to play basketball with this ball that I had found. Somebody left about 13 basketballs for people to take and said they were free. And I grabbed the one with the most air that was in it and was playing with it the best that I could. And then this gentleman and his lady friend or wife or what have you, they walked past walking their dog, and the guy was like, hey, I've got a pump in the car, you want me to pump that up for you? I was like, heck yeah, that's awesome, thank you. And I kept saying thank you and saying how appreciative I was, and it took him 30 seconds out of his day to literally brighten my day up so I can play ball better. I'm not trying to be a pro or anything, I just enjoyed playing ball as like a warm-up to coming out here and walking. Granted, I'm not really going to be doing much walking because I'm trying to avoid the rain, but that happened, and then I was doing my video. I was showing you guys some of the birds that were around, and then I noticed the gentleman climbing a tree, and this girl that he was with, she was rollerblading, and she stopped, and she was in the grass, and this gentleman found an owl that was trapped, and between him and we were able to get him free. And after that, I was able to take him to an animal rescue where he's currently at getting hospitalized, and they're making sure that his wing's not too damaged, and helping him be rehabilitated, and eventually they'll bring him back to the park. So still can't believe that happened, but the gentleman was the one that started with the kindness first in that instance. I didn't even know there was an owl stuck in the tree. I probably wouldn't even noticed it. So, there is still kindness, there is still love, there is still respect. Sometimes you just gotta be outside your house or outside of your comfort zone to find it. So, because you're not gonna find what you're looking for inside your house trapped in your own little bubble. If you're stuck in a bubble, you're not gonna ever have a chance to grow or succeed. Yes, there are times to be isolated and to work on yourself and to grow that way, but if you're looking for more in your life, you're looking to get more out of life, and you're looking to have, you know, a great life outside of work and outside of sleep, then you've got to leave your house. You've got to do more with your time than just stay home. This includes, but not limited to, like playing video games or doom scrolling or, you know, watching whatever streaming service you're currently watching. You know, you've got to get out of your house in order to experience more miracles and experience more kindness and experience humans. You know, none of these people cared about political anything. They just wanted to help. So we just need to get back to being human and start seeing each other as our brothers and sisters, because that's what we are. And we need to, it's starting to rain, and we need to get back to what this country used to be. We need to get back to caring about each other. We need to get back to loving one another, and we need to start protecting one another. And instead of getting triggered and start being hateful, we need to just stop and think for a moment and be like, hey, is this how I want to be treated? Is this something I would enjoy? Oh my God, it's coming down. Oh, we got in the car just in time. Oh my God. Whew. Anyway, start asking yourself, is this how I want to be treated? Is this what I want for my life? Is this really, you know, how I want to be remembered? Is this the legacy that I want to have? Do I want to be remembered as someone who was a jerk and someone who couldn't tolerate other people just because they might look different, or they might act different, or they might believe differently? You know, we all have different beliefs. We've all been brought up differently. And we all, each and every one of us, live in a different reality than the other person. Some of them overlap, but for the most part, we all live in completely different realities from one another. And we have to make sure that the reality that we're in is the best reality we can be in for ourselves. Because why would you want to live in an uncomfortable reality? That just doesn't make any sense to me. So really just start treating other people the way you want to be treated. I mean, if you want to be treated like crap, then sure, by all means, treat people like crap, because all you're going to get in return is crap. But if you are a genuine person and you genuinely care about other people and you put kindness out into the world, you will receive kindness back. I guarantee you. I'm living proof. It happens to me all the time. You know, I'm having manifestations come through all the time. You know, sure, none of the big stuff's happened yet, but I know that it will. And I know that I will find a job if I'm meant to find a job. And if I'm not meant to find a job, then guess what? I will wind up finding somewhere else to go. And it's just as simple as that. Like, I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I know that no matter what's going to happen, it's going to happen no matter what I do. The only thing I can control is to think more positive and believe that what I want is going to happen is going to happen. And, you know, it's all a mind game. You've got to literally train your mind to believe that only the best things can happen, and that only the best possible outcomes can happen, and that miracles can happen every day, because they absolutely can. Just being alive every day is something that's a miracle. That is something to be happy about and proud about. So I know I preach a lot about kindness, but it's really truly something that I feel like I'm meant to teach to the world. And when I get into these kinds of messages, I literally just let the creator, the universe, take control of my mind and channel whatever needs to be said through me. And sometimes it's repeat messages, and that's probably because I get so many new visitors to this channel all the time, and not everybody has heard what I have to say. And like I said, I plan to be going to more places. I'm just currently waiting on having money to do so. I'll leave links down below if you'd like to help donate. Like, if you really want to see me go to the zoo or to the science center or somewhere, send me some money. I know that sounds awful, like I'm not begging, but if that's something you want to see on this channel, send me, a little bit of money and I'll go. And I will film it for you, and I will even sponsor you, or basically shout you out and say, hey, so-and-so is the reason this video is possible. Thank you. I would do it as if you were like a sponsor, like you were the, like, for example, like BetterHelp. I'd completely just shout you out just like that, and, but it's not a requirement. I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to see me do more things besides just be at the park, then please, by all means, if you have the money and you have the means to do so, I'd be happy to go to the park. So, but if not, it's all good. Just hit that like button and I appreciate you. But yeah, so the rain already stopped, but this video is already long enough. So I want to speak to you. Yes, you watching. You matter. You matter. No matter how much you might think you don't, you matter. And I care about you, and I love you. And I hope that no matter what you're doing today, that you do it with gratitude, and you are remembrance of all the wonderful things that you have in your life, and not thinking about all the negative things in your life. Because when you start thinking more positive, you start being more grateful for the things you already have, then you are going to start receiving more to be grateful for. So, example, if you're grateful you woke up today, tell the universe you're grateful. Tell God, tell the Creator, I'm grateful I woke up today. If you're grateful to have a roof over your head, tell the universe you're grateful. If you're grateful to have food, tell the universe you're grateful. If you're grateful that you have a car, tell the universe you're grateful. Tell the universe you're grateful for the rain. It is kind of odd to be out here and there's no sun, but sometimes that's just how life is. So, and no matter what you're doing, no matter what you've been working on, I encourage people to go back to their hobbies as well. Go back to things that bring them joy, because, if we only see the negative in the world and we don't start trying to bring more positive in the world, then we're only going to create more negative. So I want to see a more positive world. So I'm trying to help other people get back in tune with their creative side. So if that is you, then I just want to say I am proud of you for starting to be creative again. I'm proud of you for starting to enjoy your hobbies again. Me, myself, I've been getting back into video games a little bit. Yes, I feel like it's a waste of, my life, and I'd rather be out having real world experiences. But I've been just enjoying it. It used to be my whole life was video games for the most part. And, I used to spend like 15, 16 hours a day playing Call of Duty Zombies back in the early 2010s and late 2000s. I spent probably a good half a decade just playing video games, wasting my life away. And now I just want to go out and have experiences, but I also know that it takes money to have experiences. And I will have some money tomorrow. My VA disability check will come in. And I'll be able to get some gas and some food. And I'm hoping to be able to get this other tire that I need. And hopefully I'll have the gas to be able to get somewhere if I don't get this job, because I won't be able to stay here any longer. But I'm believing in the best possible outcome. And, I've been considering other places to work, and I kind of really want to work in the parks and be like a maintenance person, just cutting the lawns and doing the, pressure washing and, picking up trash and doing little maintenance and stuff like that. I kind of really would like that. But you have to have a Florida driver's license, and I haven't had the money to switch it over yet. So, as of right now, I'm just going with the flow and seeing what comes my way every day. And, right now, I'm going to head towards Dunkin' Donuts to get some munchkins and a donut because I have a $5 gift card and I'm out of sweets. And, people know, if you've watched me a while, that I recently gave up some of my favorite things, and it's been really hard. Chocolate was one of them, and it's still been really hard to get through the day without having something sweet. So I have a gift card for $5. I'm going to go get some donuts, and then I'm going to go home, edit this video, which won't take very long at all, and then maybe play some video games or see where the rest of the day takes me. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and just remember, I care about you. I'm proud of you, and you can do whatever you set your mind to. Just make sure you set it to something positive for yourself and for other people. Don't set it towards only negativity and hate, because then you just breed more negativity and hate. And I guarantee you don't want to be stuck on a timeline with just negativity and hate. You'd really miss out on all the good people. And there's still a lot of really good people out in the world, whether it's here in America, whether it's in Japan, whether it's in Iran, whether it's in Iraq, whether it's in France or, England or Australia, wherever you are, Brazil, there's still good people every friggin' where. And you just have to, look for them. Sometimes you don't even need to look for them. They'll just show up like angels. So I want to say thank you so very much for watching this video. And I post every single day. And the goal is to soon be getting on some road trips and seeing more stuff. But it really just depends on how things go from day to day and whether I have a job or whether I don't. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you.